feel me? Yes, sir.
And we back on this mundane Monday.
Ugh.
Very sad day in the NFL. Very sad day. Which I had to watch the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl. It's an awful day. It was an awful Sunday, you know. Had liquor to comfort me. That was it. That was it. Had a few drinks to comfort me. That shit was it's an awful day today for me. How are you, man?
I mean, I'm feeling good, brother. You know, I get to see my white boy make his debut, and also get to see another white boy make a comeback for our team. Well, I don't know how you feel about that, but you know,
Comeback?
Dalton. Oh, Dalton. Yeah.
Yeah, he got the three whites over there. They're back. The three whites.
I
The
actually
Ritz
like it.
crackers.
I actually like it. I like it. So I'm happy, brother. And just ready to pie, ready to be back with the community. You know what I mean?
I feel it. Shout out to chat. Shout out
Yes,
to the
sir.
few people that actually jumped in here early. I was in here early. I was ready to hear me talk my shit about the Eagles, huh?
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Uh,
And you know, you might as well. I don't know what the topic list is or the
no,
order is
we're
going
gonna,
in. We
you
might as
know,
well
in the
jump into
order.
it.
We should really start with the shit that people want to hear about a little bit. So we'll talk about the Kendrick
Mm.
Lamar performance for a second.
I
Uh,
guess. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, that's how I felt about it. To be honest, it was on a scale of 1 to 10. I probably give it about a 6.5, about
Yeah.
a 7.
I
There's a lot of symbolism and less entertainment, and I get it, but
see what people aren't going to show is, like I said, I'm not going to hate on it. I think it was a great performance, and especially being from LA, obviously. So you know, I'm rocking with the home team. So, but nobody was hyping to the last two songs, like
yeah,
SZA song, like SZA song. Nobody was really hyped for those songs that he was performing until those last two songs. So it kind of lets me know that you know, it's a
well,
little shaky when it comes to that playlist because and he's not global. I just feel like this was more so like the hot. He's global, but it's more so like the hot train. Like he's hot right now, so and off of this beef, and it's kind of nasty, like how people like posting them and saying they like this is my favorite hater. Like I love this hate. Like damn, when did hating become cool? Like you know what I'm saying? Like when did I know I do it for like
people
to be
always pick
funny on.
sides and beefs, you know
Yeah, I always
how they
do it
do it.
kind of to be funny on here and stuff like that sometimes. But like, when did the hate become so? You know what I mean? Like he was like, yeah, like when he openly
Hey,
says that I'm a hater, I'm like, damn, like those
you
last
told
two
me
songs
you
niggas got
told
hype
me
off
before the
of.
pod you wanted niggas to stand on their hate. That's what they
Yeah,
doing.
but
It's-
it's like damn no, like niggas saying niggas is my type of hater. But you know what? You right though. I can't jump ship. You know, if you gonna hate, stand on your hate, and he's definitely standing on his hate. And let me tell you this though, that performance is like he standing over the body, and he like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a kill shot. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
yeah,
I highly doubt that Drake doesn't overcome this because, like I said, well, not like I said, but one thing that has been said is, and which is true. Excuse my language for the family, but actually, I don't gotta use all that. Women, they don't care about that.
I don't give a
They don't care
fuck.
about it.
Come
They don't
on.
care about none of
That's
that
that's
beef
what I was
stuff.
gonna say. As soon as you said something about Drake, Drake's dropping an album with Party Next Door, and it's for
On
women. That nigga's
on
not dumb. He knows exactly how to get right back in the street. And then we as men, well, let's start with we as music lovers are gonna probably listen to it in general, and then we as men are going to listen to some of the songs because it's men doing the R&B songs for the women.
and
So it's like
also
we're gonna
too,
want to know it because we got women. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
We like to talk
literally,
to women. We like to vibe with women. We gonna listen
and
to it too. He's
and
not
all.
stupid.
And also too, like I said though, I'm gonna end up liking some too if I'm around the shorties or something like that, and they end up playing something. I'm gonna end up liking some probably off of the project. Like I said though, I enjoyed the performance. The crazy part is I enjoyed things people probably weren't like paying attention to too much. I enjoyed how many niggas came out the whip. You know what I'm saying? It was like 70 people that came out that whip. And I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, that was hard. So for some reason that was hard because it was the same, card from the album, cover and all that. But that was hard. I like how I like Sam Jack's part. I fucking love Sam Jack. So having
yeah.
Sam Jack up on there, and that's also too we music lovers on here too as well. So that's one of I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but I know that him dressing up as Uncle Sam was one of
Mm,
the him going back to Pimp a
symbolism.
Butterfly. It was going back to Pimp a Butterfly tape and stuff like that. So I guess little stuff like that was kind of dope, and Jacket was dope. Other than that, the performance was cool. I agree with you. 7 out of 10. That wasn't the greatest performance I've ever seen. Now I also watch. I'm also actually I actually watched a whole bunch of halftime performances like recently. Like I was just binge watched like the compilations they had.
Mhm.
So it's not in my top five at all because I recently just watched it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I think
If you need to watch something, watch that Prince. Watch that Prince performance.
I think
Man,
for what he wanted to do, and I just seen the views. It was the highest viewed Super Bowl. Obviously, that number tends to go up, but highest viewed Super Bowl had 126 million people. So obviously, they was watching the halftime show, and you trying to push your symbolism and what you believe and what you stand on and your morality. I get it. I get the purpose of it. I
I like how he called out his
it's like
name though.
the other hand of me is like other side of me is like, man, we came here for entertainment too. Like the game was weak, the performance was kind of weak. It's just like the whole thing was just kind of, and that's not what we used to from the Super Bowl. Like at minimum, we get the halftime jumping, and people was actually looking forward to this one. I'll say the things I thought was cool, but kind of, I mean, petty, but I liked it. Um, the Serena Williams.
I ain't like that shit like that.
I
That shit was
did. They
whatever.
used to. Well, one, she used to date Drake allegedly. So I brought your ex out here to
So what?
again continue to tarnish your name.
It's not really
Uh,
tarnishing my name. Happily married. She's happily
yeah.
married with the whole
So,
family. This no longer
so,
concerns me.
but that wasn't the only part of her shit. Her shit. He had her crip walk because she crip walked in like 2012 at the Wimbledon or something and got criticized for it. So I
That's
think that's
cool.
kind of cool.
I know
Um,
that's. I'm sure a lot of people thought that was cool though. But
yeah, I thought that was cool for sure.
hmm.
Don't be over here shitting on my. I thought it was cool moments.
No, I'm just saying
When yours was
nah,
about
nah,
niggas
I
getting
just
out of the
that
car,
it was
and it
just
was
that
only
first
like
one.
five
It's
of them
like
in a car. Okay,
you
they
supposed
had
to
the
be
little trap. They probably had the
you
little
supposed to
trap
be
door
happy.
under with the little bottom open, and they was just coming up from the bottom. That's all it
But
was, brother.
you supposed to be happily married. What you worry about me for on my beach? You know what I'm
Man,
saying? What
I
you
ain't
worry
worried
about me
about
for?
you. But it
Yeah.
also is, we'll take a little turn real quick. You know, she might be a scorned woman. She might not be, but it's also like shit. She
You
from
Serena.
LA. She exactly. So what? It don't matter.
You
She's still a
Serena.
woman,
What you
bro.
got to worry about me?
She a woman,
Exactly.
niggas. Just how it's these niggas be tender too, niggas. So it's the same shit. It don't matter. It don't matter.
And not to be real. To be real, and two, the girl you also brought out, I mess with her too. So it's kind of like I don't know if this is a
Yes,
bad
there's
look.
a. I mean,
Kind of
kinda. They don't deal with you no more, nor do they want to. So
that's. But you're supposed. Why are y'all? Why is my beef on y'all minds right now? Like y'all supposed to
I
be.
mean, I
Y'all
mean,
supposed to be happy.
if you gonna say if you gonna say that, I could say the same thing about Kendrick, bro. I stopped beefing with you a long time ago. Why is you still
I
pushing
think
this?
this
Why did you
whole
go
situation is
blah blah blah?
nasty. How he got at them was nasty. I like everything that happened. It's just how you got at him was nasty to me. It was nasty. It was nasty. You waited all these years for 20 niggas to jump him, and then everybody you put out the knockout blow, and then it's like, well, seven other niggas was punching me. You know what I'm saying? And then I turn this way, and I got this nigga punching me now. But we don't got to get into all that. It's just I just think how he did it was nasty. I wish he would have just gave him the one on one, and it's like just me and you to where I ain't got to worry about this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga while I'm dealing with this nigga. It's like,
What was this
and
nigga? This
it's
nigga,
not the
that
nigga
nigga.
I'm dealing
Who
with,
was
not a
the other
regular nigga,
people?
huh?
Who was the other people? Who's these other people? You
Two niggas. Okay, a nigga dropped two tapes dissing this nigga, and he also was as big as Kendrick. And then the weekend, I'm also beefing with this nigga in my own city, and he's also as big as this nigga too. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of niggas, and then Ross
I
fat
think
ass. I got him trolling me on the internet. That's
I think
another
all
nigga
of
I'm
that,
beefing
but
with.
all of that came from me. All of that came from me initially fighting you, and then everybody was like, "Oh, somebody's gonna stand up to him.
No, that
Oh,
didn't.
let
No,
me
that
try."
no, that it wasn't
Like
like that. Metro and Future already made up their mind. I'm dissing this nigga for 2 albums straight.
I, I feel, but them ain't come out until after the song.
Nah, the tape came out with the song.
I'm saying you can't make 2 albums off him saying that yet. Like Kendrick said what he said in the Like That song,
And
and
then
albums came after that.
I have this nigga who I'm cool with and who was big as Kendrick dissing me for 2 albums. Nigga, what you mean?
Nobody listened to that. Nobody listened to that second one. Let me
It
tell
was
you
the
that.
#1 album for months. What are you
I said the
talking
second one.
about?
Nobody listened to that second one. That's what I said.
It still made
Nobody
the
listened
number
to that
one
shit
chart.
because of who it is. I don't like here.
But that
Then
look,
nobody.
I
I'm gonna
digress.
just
I
say.
just don't
I'm
like
gonna just say niggas
how you
wasn't.
did it. If you was
Me
beefing with this,
personally was not focused on that.
I
Like
just
the
know if I
others,
hated
was
you,
not focused on none of the others.
if I hated you for years and I wanted to get at you, like say we hoop and we never played each other and maybe you got hurt, then the third, and we back and forth in the media. As soon as I get to you, I don't want no help. Everybody move out of my way. Everybody move. Okay, that's how I wanted it. Like everybody move. We getting at each other. Nah, I got 20 different niggas who had animosity towards this nigga now coming out the woodworks. Nah, everybody shut your mouth because nobody was saying nothing 2 years ago or a year ago or a month ago when you felt about this. Like now everybody want to, nah, you should have
That's what
said
I'm saying.
something.
When somebody feel like all right, somebody stood up to you. I could do it too. That's what I'm saying.
That's nah,
I don't blame I don't blame Kendrick for that. Nigga, everybody else hop on the wave. I'm not scared of this
no.
nigga. Let me do what I'm gonna
Why
do.
are you on? Okay, my intent. Oh, you two niggas, you think Metro and Future didn't call his? It's a known fact. We don't like each other. Now, oh, I don't like you no more. Okay, cool. I'm about to call Judah your biggest op. This ain't no regular op now. This ain't Meek. This ain't Chris Brown. This ain't none of these other ops you got. I'm calling the op. While I'm dissing you on these 2 albums, and I'm also as big as your biggest op. That's nasty work right there. That's nasty work. Nasty
I'm
work. I
just
would have
checking
been
dates. I'm just trying to check dates. That's all I was trying to do.
even if the single dropped, even if that was the single to make this album of me, if this nigga your biggest album dissing you
Which
on
it
my single
was.
and me dissing you for 2 albums straight,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to keep. My thing is, let me deal with you alone. Why I don't want to have to
But
deal with these other.
to me,
Let me deal with you.
that was all like, rah, 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 burr, 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 burr. Nigga, the real fight was inside the ring. Did nobody care about what was really going
Yeah,
on
but you
outside of that?
okay? You know how big the weekend is.
Yeah, I get what you're
Do you know how
saying.
big Future is?
I get what you're
You
saying
think
from
I'm
that
not going to
standpoint.
respond to them too?
You responded in your diss to me the same way I responded to other shit in my
No,
diss to
your
you.
focus is on me. I'm focused on 16 other niggas and you.
I mean, choose your focus, nigga. If I'm the thing that I don't know. I
No,
guess it
I
is what
don't.
it
I
is.
don't care
I was
about. I like how it went. I like all that. I just don't like how it started. That's my only thing. How it started. That's nasty. I wanted to start like, you know what? On a random Thursday, I'm gonna finally do it. I don't like this nigga. Yeah, I didn't reach my tipping point. Whatever I saw, whatever was going on, I reached my tipping point. Now I'm at you. Nah, I'm about to jump on. You niggas don't like him now? I got the call. Okay, cool. I'm finna jump on there too. We finna diss all these niggas together. How you started? Nah, I didn't like that. That's just my beef with it. But I digress.
yeah. I don't really got much with that one. We're just gonna agree to disagree. Moving on to something else I disagree with. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. 40-20. Yep,
So you
40. 20. No, excuse me, 40-22. Let me give them their 2 points. I don't got much to say on this, to be honest. It ain't much to talk about. I got their ass whooped. There's a spanking going on. Like it's not much to say, in my personal opinion. If you watched the game, you kind of saw what was going on. The Eagles D line was whooping the Chiefs O line ass. Pat played like shit. It was 24-0 at halftime. Like,
Understatement.
I mean, I don't have much more to say. I mean, besides to the people that keep asking, like,
You know what we
keep
here for, though.
questioning, commenting, or asking me about the Eagles and why I say fuck the Eagles. I'm not even gonna point to it. There's this big ass circle thing behind my head. Is exactly why I say fuck the Eagles, bro. It has nothing to do with anything. You were not cheering for the Chiefs not only because you probably didn't want to see Mahomes win again, but because he's in your division.
This is very true.
So I don't see why people are even asking me that question. That's the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life.
It
Like
is.
why is it fuck the Eagles? Dumbass. I'm a Giants fan. Of course it's fuck the Eagles. Why else would I say that? I don't just walk around saying fuck random teams. It's fuck the Eagles, it's fuck the Commanders, it's fuck the Cowboys, nigga, and that's that. I don't know what y'all want from me. Like, what do y'all want from me? I'm supposed to have good sportsmanship, nigga. Fuck y'all sportsmanship. Point blank. Period. I don't really have much to say about the Eagles. They are a good football team that won the Super Bowl. That's usually what happens. Good football teams usually win the Super Bowl. I don't I don't have much to say on that anymore. Like that's that. I mean, people know how I feel about the Saquon thing. That's that too. Shit. He also, I mean, hey, your face lit up. Like my answer was gonna change. Like my response on that was gonna change. Did he? Did he do something special in this game?
I don't know.
All right. So I don't.
It's not. Well, it's obviously not about
Stance
this game, but
remained the same.
I'll let you continue.
I mean, my stance was the same before this game. If you're a good player and you're gonna do good shit on a good team, it makes sense. It always has made sense when you add good players to good situations. They play good. That's just how that works. Yes, you have 2,000 yards. Does anybody else besides me know that 13, damn near 1,400 of them were before contact? Does anybody else care? No. I'm not, and I'm still not really defending what they did, but it's just also like, I agree with him that the narrative is played, and it's not like we was winning Super Bowls and then gave Saquon Barkley away. We were winning 6 games and then gave Saquon Barkley away. So it's just is what it is. I'm still more upset about losing Xavier McKinney than I am about Saquon Barkley. Just point blank period on that, me personally. Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I have to do my job. So I'm gonna ask you just a serious questions, if that's okay. Are you okay with answering them?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna give you a quick hot take.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you say that the Saquon situation doesn't happen. I mean, well, doesn't really phase you, obviously. Maybe not Giants fans as well, but I can
Phases a few
say,
of them, sure. Say the phases a few of them for sure.
well, it does. Well, I see why though, obviously. But do you think this season is just predicated on this one game that he didn't perform in?
No,
Just like his story. I mean, just him.
no. I was just saying when I brought up Saquon Barkley, your face lit up, and I was saying like I don't.
Not every time you
Seems
say
like yours
Saquon now,
necessarily
my,
light
my
up.
face lights. Well, it lights up because I think you guys have more use for him than some Giants fans realize. Uh, this is in my opinion. I think you guys could have put a lot more into him than you guys did, and I'm just happy for him. So that was just one question for you. Do you
Uh,
feel like
Can I before
it's not
before you
about
do that?
Saquon though? Uh,
Before you continue, I just
mm,
want to say that the people who are like outraged by how he was done, quote unquote, it's like where were these people 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, who should be outraged by what's really the problem is you didn't put any talent around him. You didn't build the offensive line properly for him to do these type of things while he was here. It's not the fact that he walked away and didn't
well,
take whatever offer you was giving him.
well,
That's
that's
the thing that I'd
okay.
be upset about when people decide to argue with me about the New York Giants or Saquon Barkley. Y'all are not even arguing the right point. You're just
What
arguing what you hear on TV.
well, it's I'm just speaking for me. I meant that in a whole. As we talk about the Raiders front office, talk about the Giants front office and how there's holes, gaps, and mistakes that they've made in the past, and these things of that nature. So
Mm-hmm.
when I say that, that's what I mean by putting more putting more around him that he could actually use and actually help him get to the next step. And they probably would have took a longer process. Obviously, now they were all he had to do was literally plug in. You know what I mean? So they were a piece away, and he was the piece. So also the defensive pieces that they made too in the draft, that's definitely not overlooked. But um, other than that, though, man, this wasn't my second question wasn't predicated on that. This second question was, what do you think went wrong for the Chiefs going into this going into this game? What do you think their biggest downfall was overall, really, besides the obvious in their O line?
That's a good question. I don't know, man. Besides the O line, I guess we'll say they made uncharacteristic mistakes. They were penalized a lot,
Mm,
and Pat was turning the ball over, and his turnovers led directly to points, both of them. So he
mm,
essentially gave up 14 points.
mm.
It's not even essentially. He gave up 7, and then he turned it over in red zone territory for the Eagles the second time, and they were penalized a lot more than usual. Let me say that, a lot more than usual this game. I don't have the exact numbers right now, but we usually don't see a lot of the calls that was going their way. That even like helped the Eagles out a little bit on a few third downs. I'll say that too, kept their drives going.
And I
Um,
didn't like that too as well because I feel like the refs are holding their whistle on the end due to the fact that they probably seen the outside noise or heard the outside noise.
yeah, I agree.
I didn't really agree with that, but
I agree.
I asked that question because it's just kind of a rare occurrence when we see Pat play like this.
Hmm.
Especially in such a big game, we never see him play like this. Even with the game with the Tampa, you clearly seen it that it really wasn't his fault. Like
Right.
the first Super Bowl he lost. So I was just curious to see your point of view on how you looked at things. I mean, obviously the obvious was their O line. Their O line couldn't fucking hold, and Tom Brady said it as well. Pat just looked fucking uncomfortable the whole night.
Well,
You see,
yeah. That sorry to cut you off, but I
no,
think
go ahead.
that's why pass rushers get paid so much.
Hmm.
Like I think that's it right there. That's why DNs are some of the highest paid guys in the league. But if you can pass rush from the interior, you get a pretty penny as well. Like that is the reason they are so important is because if you can make the most important person on the field uncomfortable,
Hmm.
then you know what I'm saying, you've done your job. So it's like
Hmm.
I know quarterback really is gonna sit there all night and not get flustered. We're used to
Hmm.
not seeing him flustered, but we're also used to him playing against uh, teams whose lines aren't as dominant, and
I think.
his not being as jumbled as it was. I'm not gonna give that any excuse because they was playing with that line for like the last 6 weeks of the season, so and everything was fine. So I'm not gonna give that an excuse, but I think he's used to just I don't want to say everything kind of being perfect, but as far as his offensive line, everything being perfect, and then not playing a defensive front that's that dominant. When they were just getting him after him before, they didn't blitz at all.
Also, too, I think that it's I guess rare when we see Andy Reid get out coached. It's very rare. It's very rare. He, I believe, he got out coached this game. I'm not just putting it all on Pat. Um, they didn't run the ball very often at all, which is a big thing. You have Isaiah Pacheco back and you don't use him as much. I seen the guy. I think he had like 2 touches the whole game.
Hmm.
I feel like they were relying on the pass a lot. Um, I blame Travis Kelsey a lot as well. Multiple drops. You're. I don't want to say he's washed, but it's kind of been like that the whole season. And I feel like he. I don't want to be, what I'm saying, like that, but he's not keeping the main thing the main thing. And you kind of could tell this season. And you just played sloppy that whole game. Really, really didn't make no impact at all. Pat as well. 2 picks, brother. One being a pick six. It's hard not to blame you as well. Um, it's kind of rare. It's rare, bro. When we see this, the defense couldn't stop a fucking cold. They couldn't stop a cold out there, bro. Um, Essentially, when I seen Jalen Hurts make that mistake when he threw that pick, I'm like, oh yeah, this is about to be a game now. Mm-mm. Go ahead.
Side note, right then and there, I honestly believe the DB shouldn't have caught the pick. Now it's not even hindsight, to be honest. I think
It's because they couldn't get the
understanding
ball moving.
understanding down and distance, you don't really catch that. Like it's 3rd and 8. If I remember correctly, it's 3rd and 8.
Mm-hmm.
So him throwing that, if you pick it, that's kind of like a punt. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
from
but you're not
from
probably thinking
where
that.
you were,
Mm.
that's why I said kind of knowing down and distance. Like it's 3rd and 8. I know instinct tell you to pick it,
Yeah.
but like you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna go for it on 4th and 8. Now, if
Well,
this was 3rd and 4, you know what I mean?
it
I give
seemed
you
like
that
the
one.
whole game. It seemed like the Eagles were being aggressive. Shit, literally on
Yeah,
that
but
shit. Saquon
I don't
and
think fourth and eight on your side. That's just not even reasonable. You know what I
it,
mean?
no. I'm not talking about that play. I'm just talking about the whole game in general on both
Yeah.
sides. They were
Okay.
being aggressive the whole game, getting to Pat. Shit, Pat had no breathing room, and also too what was kind of alarming was, like I said, you had Travis Kelsey dropping passes, and you had D Hop dropping passes, and it was like, fuck, like D Hop
So
dropped the pass,
that
nigga. Like
that's
I'm
the
not.
thing for me.
Mm,
Now, Kelsey looked out of sorts. They looked off like not on the same page. They just looked off. That connection didn't seem like it was working. And D Hop, the one, at least I think the play I think you're referencing is the crossing route
mhm.
where I don't know what
He
the
could
fuck
have picked
happened
up
there.
the first.
I haven't no, he could have scored damn near. Like I have no clue what happened. I don't know if he stopped short
He
thinking
stumbled a little
I
bit.
don't
He
know what
said.
happened because it's like you only put out one hand and it
Also,
was
too.
there for
Also,
two.
too. I don't like how like the first game. I mean, the first play of the game, like they had called like a penalty for the Chiefs, and everybody immediately. Oh, I hear the refs going, but I didn't hear
Yeah.
shit when that was a fucking hands to the face on Patrick Mahomes. Like I don't,
Right.
you know what I mean? So it's like you can clearly see that the refs are calling the game a certain way,
Or the other
and,
one on
and they got
Sunday.
that,
They got
and
it
not
right
saying
back.
that,
They got the call right back.
yeah, and not saying that would have made a difference at all. I'm not saying because they got their ass whooped. So I'm not saying it made a difference, but you can clearly see them calling the game because of the outside media. So
Yeah.
I didn't really like that as well because it's like, damn, like let them call the game. Don't listen to what's
I about to say
going
I
on out there.
rather I'm on the side of no calls. Like I'm
Yeah, like
super on the side of let
let
them
them
play
play.
in any sport we're playing.
So
Unless it's
it's
like
like if you're not
egregious, bro, just
good,
let them play because this is the most important game of the year. You shouldn't have a factor in determining it.
and
And
then to
I'm definitely not saying that was the factor though. Like you said, they got
that
the ass whooped. I'm not saying that was it. But
and it just seems like their game plan was to stop Patrick Mahomes. That was their game plan. Take him out of the game. We got this shit. We take him
mm,
out of the game. We have it. Our focus is on him, and it seemed like they were well prepared. On the Chiefs end, it was just like take Saquon out the game. Let Jalen Hurts beat us with his arm. We don't believe in his arm and shit. To be honest, we've talked shit about Jalen Hurts this whole season. At least I have. I've been criticizing him the whole season. Man, he did what he was supposed to do. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, and he played
segued
his role to
into
the T.
my next question. Does Jalen Hurts' performance last night in the Super Bowl prove anything to you?
No,
And yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't let you finish, but no,
I mean, I feel you. Uh,
no,
I had the numbers up here. What was it?
no, it does not.
He went if before I pull it up. I think it's 17 to 22, 230.
Mm-hmm.
17 to 22, 221, 2 touchdowns, two
Solid
passing
game, beautiful game.
and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah,
I
bro.
think he had a very I ain't gonna say very good. I think he played a good game. Like I think
No, he played a great game. Played
that's
a
where
great
we
game.
go. He
Played a
played a
great
good
game.
game. I think
He
it was nothing exceptional, but it didn't have to be either. But he also didn't like it wasn't like
when
yeah I was just here for the ride. He made every play that needed to be made. I
when
will say
you
that.
when you have a defense as strong as yours, when you have a defense as strong as yours, when you have an offensive line as strong as yours, your receiving core as strong as yours, your fucking running back as strong as yours, it's like we're not the only person that we're worried about here, sir. You know what I mean? It's like Patrick Mahomes. It's like nigga, we worried about you, nigga. You're the X here, nigga. We're worried about you. This is
Yeah,
who you making all of this go. Offense, defense, everything. You making this shit go. So we worried about you. We take you out, we're done. I have our situation here. We're worried about what Saquon has been doing this season, the offensive player of the year. That's what we're worried about right now. And then if you take that away, we obviously seen you have an AJ Brown who we have to fucking worry about. And then if we don't worry about this nigga, you have Devontae Smith to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like fuck, like. And then also, our Chris Jones is having a hard time getting to you because you have one of the best offensive lines in the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these elements here to make. I'm not taking anything from Jalen Hurts. So you Eagles fans, I ain't hating at all. You did what you're supposed to do, but also as well, he ain't he ain't proved nothing to me. He won.
yeah,
That's cool. But it also the talent around you gave you a huge boost because
right.
when it was all about you and your two wideouts, you came up short. When it's not
Well,
just about
I mean, I
when we
think
have to worry about all these different elements playing into factor, then it gets crazy. And then also
ironically in the game he
you
lost, he
credit
played better.
and you're right. But also too, you have to credit their defense. We rarely see Patrick Mahomes. The last time I seen Patrick Mahomes get his ass whooped like this was the last Super Bowl he lost against Tampa, where he was
Mm,
running for his life. So we don't see this very often. And for for it, I guarantee you, any quarterback in the league would take a any quarterback in the league would take a scoreless Patrick Mahomes or a 7 point Patrick Mahomes going in the half. Or zero, I think it had zero. It had zero. So a
for
scoreless
shit.
Patrick Mahomes going into half with you up 27. They any quarterback would pray. All you have to do right now is keep playing the way you
Don't
playing.
fuck it up.
So he didn't prove anything much to me. You made great plays. You did what you had to do, and you did your job. I couldn't ask nothing more of you. But does this move you into a top 5 QB in the league? Fuck no. 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 It does
I
not.
agree. I think the only thing it does for me is I'll say in in some of the biggest moments when you gotta have it, he get it done.
Oh,
I'll
and you
say
know what?
he moved me into that space where it's like I'm not gonna count you out if this scenario may seem too big. I give you that one.
And the only
But
reason
as
why I'm not
far
putting
as
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but as far as like being a quarter, I don't even want to sound funny, but being a quarterback and then kind of sticking you in the top five, I'm not doing that. Now, did he slide maybe into the top 10? If I gotta
No,
go over a list, and it's like, all
I
right,
give a
well,
fifth.
you being able to get it done slides you into the top 10 category for sure. But
I misspoke. The only
I'm probably
reason why
still
I'm
not
not
gonna put him fifth. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
giving you
just
fifth, and the only reason why I'm not giving Jaden Daniels over you is because I got to see your sophomore season, and also because I've never seen a rookie season like this before. I had to see you do it again. I see. I
what
said
about like
not saying do it this exact thing again. I just need you. I just need another consistent season. You don't have to do all this again. You just give
so
me another consistent season, and then You probably the only reason why I'm doing this is because you've been in the league longer than all these quarterbacks, and you've accomplished a lot of things in your 26 years. And so I mean, you're only 26 years old, and you've accomplished a lot in your NFL career. That's why I'm giving you that fifth spot, and you just won a Super Bowl. I got to give you that fifth spot. You're not better than Pat. You're not better than Lamar. You're not better than Joe. You're not better than Josh Allen. I got to give you that fifth spot. And I
I'm
don't see
not.
anybody else better than him.
I'm not giving him the fifth spot because I just feel like one,
Who you
I'm
put?
not a one. I'm not a quarterback wins guy, and I feel like you saying, "Well, you won a Super Bowl," puts you into that, but you also just said it was a complete team effort.
It
So you
was
said it was
though,
a team
but
effort, but then
no,
you said
no.
because he won, I'm gonna put you there. I mean, Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl too. I don't think that
So
ever made him top
if
five
you
in anything he was doing.
if you
Um,
throw if you complete 8 passes during your Super Bowl run, and there maybe you have 100 yards,
bro,
115
20,
yards.
20, 22 passes is not, and it's not
So and I got a
30. It's
touchdown.
not
So
33. I was just
they
saying it's not
contribute. I
33
mean,
or 40. It's 17 of
you,
22.
you, you
Like
didn't need
it's
him. You didn't need him to go
I
33 for
I
40 though.
agree. I agree with what you're saying, but to me, if we're talking quarterbacks just alone, we're not talking about team success. I'm not putting him at five. Point blank. Period. Like
Who are you
I
putting
ain't
at
gonna
five
lie.
though?
I probably have to go through my list, but I just feel like you skipping people. It's like if you go Josh Lamar, what was it? Josh Lamar, Pat Burrow. Then you got to me, you got C.J. Stroud, who you just kind of skipped over. Because if I put C.J. Stroud in Jalen Hurts' spot, that's what I'm gonna start doing. All these other guys that I think may be better than him, if I put him in that spot, could I see them winning a Super Bowl, or could I see them performing as he performed or better to win a Super Bowl? Yeah, I would put CJ in that situation and be like, yeah, I think you go win me a Super Bowl for sure. Hell, I'm not even a huge fan of Justin Herbert, but I think if you put him in a situation like that, I definitely think he could go win a Super Bowl. Um,
I don't.
where else we at? I don't really know about
I don't
Goff.
know. I
Goff
don't agree
already
with
kind
those
of
two
had.
statements. I definitely don't agree with those two statements.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm definitely standing on the other side of that one. Well, that's just my
and
opinion. Definitely
I
standing on
feel
that
you.
other side of that one. I
I
definitely don't think Justin
feel you.
Herbert can win you with a Super Bowl, even though the team is very talented. I think what he does for that team fits him. I think what fits them. I think
What does Jalen Hurts
putting
do that Justin Herbert can't do
the nigga
on
can
a football
run.
field?
Nigga can run. Nigga can
You know,
run,
so
nigga.
Justin
Like
Herbert
run.
can't run.
Yeah, he can pick you up a first down, but this nigga's
No,
picking
but
you up 30 yards, thing, 30 to 40
you
yards.
I'm
What you mean?
saying it's just no designed runs in they playbook for real. But if you don't think,
Come on, Jew. Come on, Jew.
all
What we
right,
doing here? Jew, what
okay,
we doing here, Jew?
we not even on, and I'm being completely honest. That's my 100% honest opinion. It has nothing to do with nothing. I
All
think
right.
if you throw Justin Herbert
Didn't
there, he would win.
didn't
I think if you
didn't
throw
this
C.J.
nigga
Stroud there, he would win. I think
didn't
if you
this
throw
nigga break
shit
like
Matt Stafford there, he would win.
didn't this nigga like break like Michael Vick's record for like one of like the rushing yards in one game and after like a week after Justin Fields did it?
Not
Like
sure at all.
I don't think Justin Herbert can do that. Like
I
I don't think he can do that.
I agree with what you're saying, but I'm not saying if you're saying the running gap is
That's also
Jalen
a
Hurts
threat.
is Jalen Hurts is Cam
That's
Newton,
an
Michael Vick,
asset.
Lamar Jackson type of runner, then I mean that's your personal opinion. I don't group him with those type of people.
I'm not saying he's dynamic as them, but he's putting up yards though. He's putting up yards when
Feel you.
sometimes when he gets on their feet. And then I have to worry. The thing is though, with Justin Herbert, does he have a stronger arm than him? Is he more accurate than him? Yes, I give you that. I definitely give you that. Slightly. Slightly. But there are things that he does that fits that particular offense that they run plays for him specifically. I don't think that Justin Herbert fits on that offense. No, I do not. I don't think so. Now, and you said CJ Stroud. I think, and honestly speaking with you, Hurts' decision making isn't that great, but I'll take his decision making over CJ Stroud's. I'll take his IQ over CJ Stroud. I give you that. From what I seen last night,
Okay.
I damn sure give you that.
Okay.
I give it to Jalen Hurts. I'm not the biggest fan of Jalen Hurts, but at some point, I got to be real. I'm giving that he's better than CJ Stroud and Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I'm giving that to Hurts. But go ahead though.
All right. I ain't got nothing. We'll just move on from that because that'll take all night, and I ain't even got time for that. Luka is currently making his debut with the Lakers, man. What's going on?
Yes, Sirski. They had a little as we was arguing, they had a little video for him. Dirk at the game. It's about to tip off right
Nigga,
now.
has the game started? That's all I wanted to know. Nigga, has the game started? You telling me all the
Hey,
pregame intros? I don't give a damn about the
you asked
pregame
me a
intros.
question. You asked me a question. Let me answer the question.
I don't give a damn about no pregame intros, nigga. Has the
Hey
game
man.
started?
Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying? Luka. Hey, I'm hyped right now. I'm hyped.
Let's see.
You know, we never win debuts in special occasion night, so you know I assume that we're gonna lose to the Jazz. Damn, Luka, I'm about to say, Luka, you about to get scored on already, nigga. But go ahead. Though. I'm just waiting for the first bucket, man. Good pass, bro. No, nothing just started. Like literally just tip off. Stat line for Luka. I said 18-7, something like.
He's on minutes restriction per JJ.
18-7-4.
Feel it.
That's what I need. 18-7-4. That's what I need from Luka.
I mean, if he know he on minutes restriction, he'd probably come out gunning.
Good pass, first assist. Luka.
Yeah, we got to get off here.
Luka.
Yeah, we're about to wrap this one up.
We got to talk about broken ass down Anthony Davis. I'm here.
I don't know why he's laughing as if the guy that's playing right now just didn't come off injury, just literally moved his debut from Saturday to Monday because he was hurt. The guy who's on minutes restriction because he's hurt.
It's not the fact that he hurt. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You got to work his way back. He's moving slow right now. He's moving cautiously, moving slow, cautious. Bron just traveled like a mug, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, my bad. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so hyped right now. I'm so
hyped. See that? That's why we're trying to get you out of here. But you want to talk about Anthony Davis and
because I'm dedicated to the job first. The job first. Yeah. Job comes first. The gig comes first before anything else.
So he say, people. Speaking of gig, people, go ahead and the hoodies is here. I got sent LA his, but his is finally in. I just got sent it to him.
Yes, Sirski.
But they in. The hoodies. Good merch. Got the hoodies, got the t-shirts, got it all. And if you don't do that, I'll accept this in exchange. I would definitely accept that. In exchange, but if not in exchange, you could do both. You know? You DM the Unofficially Retired page. Hell, you can put it in the comments and then I'll find a way to talk to you, get it to you. Yeah, man. Merch.
Y'all cop it. You know what I mean? Like you said too, subscribe also, comment, share, like, everything.
Do all that good stuff.
I'm missing Luka's debut to be here.
A little bit. We about to get you out of here for real though. We really about to get you out of here.
But I want to talk about the AD situation though too as well.
No, we here. We here. So it's on the screen. It's been waiting for you to be answered.
Oh, we here?
It's been there. It's been there.
AD said we here. I would like to say though, if he gets healthy, them niggas look scary if that nigga's healthy. If that nigga is healthy, that I'm just gonna say that the way fucking Christie is playing as well, I thought them giving a Quentin Grimes too. I'm like, you got another shooter. What are you doing? What are you getting rid of him for? I see why. Because we didn't play Max. We didn't play Max like that. We played. I knew he had potential, but I didn't know he had fist potential. That nigga looked like yeah, Clay. Show me what you know, and I'm gonna take it from here. You know what I mean? Because he looks nice out there, and if they get it together, and if AD gets healthy, because it's unfortunate, even though I'm playing around and stuff like that, it's unfortunate AD got hurt again because he literally just came off injury from a non-contact, and it wasn't his groin, it was his foot, I believe. So it's like, damn, nigga, it's another non-contact in a different place.
It was a abdomen. It was an abdominal
Abdomen.
strain the
Okay,
first
I
time.
thought it was his foot.
No, and then this time it was an abductor strain. I don't know what that is either. I would assume they're probably in similar places because
Yeah,
they said prior to that he was coming back a little earlier than
yeah.
expected. So
But I get it though. Like he's just hurt right now. Unfortunately, hopefully he can get back during the playoffs. But this can go wrong. This could really go wrong for both teams. Like it's a risk on both teams, but that's not a good sign. Him coming, maybe we're overreacting. But he even said
yeah, I mean,
afterwards like it wasn't supposed to be that serious. But then I get the alert today like he could be out indefinitely. So it's like
yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna be that, and then definitely just indefinitely could be 2 weeks.
yeah, that's
It
true.
just
But
it definitely is
that's
until we feel comfortable, until
that's
we
true.
100% figure it out. Like I
Luka,
don't
sorry, you made it through
the fact that it
first.
was
First one.
okay, Luka's first bucket. I'll probably get the notification soon. Um, but no, it's probably like to me, it's the fact that it wasn't nothing scary non-contact. If that makes sense, it wasn't like non-contact. Oh, I'm holding my knee. Non-contact. I'm holding my calf. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like that to
I
me.
see him holding his groin though. Shit,
It might be a groin, but that's like
no, it
you
definitely
pull
is.
it like muscles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't. You could pull it. You could tear it. Yes, those are things, but those are not like career changers. You know what I mean? As if
But well,
you tearing your Achilles or your ACL or something like that. Like
no, no. But the thing is though, it's like it's unfortunate because it's not something that he's always dealt with or anything like that. He gets injured in different ways, back, foot, like a lot of things. He
you're big.
shoulder, shit. Exactly. That's
That's what
that's
I think people try to, I guess, disassociate from him. He's a big bro.
and also
Everything that
too
he
as
goes through,
well.
all most of the bigs go through.
And he grew at a rapid pace. It's not like it
Yeah,
was a if you know Anthony Davis' story, check this thing Luka out already. But this ain't getting water. God damn, Luka, fat ass. But thinking in the game getting water and they getting passing water right now. But but like I said, from what I seen and the 26 points he put up and right before he got hurt, them niggas look like they can be something. And I see Nico's vision and the way he threw a fucking lob to Daniel Gafford. I'm like, oh shit, these niggas
yeah, he
about to
back at
be.
the floor. He can get his
Yeah,
playmaking bag. He could do a lot from there.
I'm
I
like,
just
yeah,
think
he
it's weird.
looking.
I think it's weird, and I think LeBron also thinks it's weird because well, his camp said they noticed like how much sway and how much pull Luka has already. Like he's like, yeah, nigga, we've been actually out for a center for 2 years. This nigga been here for 2 days, and y'all went and traded the first round pick and two player. Like, yeah, I was on that with him, huh? I think that's it is a little weird, but I guess you cater to the future
Shit,
more than you cater
what
to the
nigga,
present.
what nigga you went out? That's how I hit the nigga where you went out. Let me know something. You going to this? You went out? I can make it happen, Captain.
Who,
What you?
Bron?
I'll trade that. I'll trade him right now. I say something, King James.
He wouldn't though.
Who wouldn't?
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. You got a reputation as a general manager, bro. If you just trade LeBron James without talking to LeBron James, you think you finna keep getting superstars to LA
Yeah, but hey,
willingly?
no. We can talk. I don't mind talking, but it sounds like you got a problem with something.
I mean,
What you mad?
it's probably not a problem, but I would definitely find it weird.
Okay, I just wanted to see if it was a
Like
problem going
nigga, I've been
to the last
actually
year of your deal or something.
Nigga, I've been asking you this. First of all, it's a player option. It's nothing you could do with me.
I'm
It's,
just
it's
saying.
nothing you can do with me. I hold all the cards per
It
usual.
it, it sound
Per
like you want to move
usual.
on. We
Per
can move on.
usual.
We can move
Yeah,
on.
nigga, y'all can move on and your team would be shit.
No, it won't.
So, it doesn't
If
matter.
you want, if we're not seeing eye to eye, you want now going to this last year. I'll trade you. I'll trade your ass for the house.
You can't. I have a no trade. You're
All
not
right.
trading me.
All
No
right. Say,
trade
say no
clause.
more. Say no more. Say no
It's
more. You don't
not
want to get
possible.
traded? All right. I'm gonna trade your son.
Not possible.
For sure. I'm gonna send that nigga. I'm gonna send. By the time I'm done, that nigga's gonna be playing in Serbia, nigga. You know what I'm saying? by the time I'm done with him.
Wherever you send him in the NBA, I'm gonna call the team and tell them to release him. And as soon as you release him, as soon as I pick my next destination, he's gonna be on that one too.
I think you're finna be playing with Melo
I don't
played
know.
at.
I don't know who the fuck.
Lithuania, nigga.
I don't know who the fuck you think Rob Pelinka is.
Yeah.
LeBron
nigga with the leather jacket, nigga.
LeBron turned a nigga into Rob Lowe. Please stop it.
Nah, I got Luka. Now. I don't need you. Yeah. No more will I hang on to your every word anymore. Yeah, I don't need you anymore.
I'm just saying, rest in peace. Kobe dead, but bitch, Kobe ain't here, and I'm LeBron James. I will make sure you don't ever
what?
Ever GM anywhere again. We can make this.
I guarantee you I will. I guarantee you I'll remain here. I guarantee you after you say you want out, after what I turn this trade into, I guarantee you I stay here.
I'm talking to Jeannie.
Hey, you better.
What you talking about?
You better get to Jeannie.
Nigga, I'm going. I'm above. That's what I'm saying. Above you, nigga. I'm going above you.
You better get to Jeannie, and you better
tell
her happy International Women's Day too. You better
know why I can go above you. You know why I can go above you with no problem? Because I'm LeBron James, motherfucker. And
yeah, for sure.
You gotta understand that.
Yeah, for sure. And when I tell
my imprint on the game of basketball is bigger than fucking Rob Pelinka's.
And when I tell Jeannie you tampering with our future, she gonna see it my way. You ain't gonna be here forever, Bron. That's all I'm saying. This is where our GM skills would be different. You afraid to make the big decisions like Steph. You afraid to make the big decisions. I'm not afraid to make the big decisions.
Oh, let's see. Let me just hold on. Speaking of them, let me just check in on them real quick. Another win after they won the last game with Jimmy Butler. Now
I wonder if
38 after having 34. And Jimmy Butler had 20 and 9. Oh man!
I wonder if
just the simple fact that you brought any type of all-star caliber player here, this helps.
I wonder if both. I wonder if both 34 Stephen Curry and 35 Jimmy Butler plan on winning a championship in the next 2 years. I wonder if that's going to happen.
Do they in the next couple years? Is that the plan? Yeah, of course.
I wonder if that's going to happen.
Is it going to happen? I mean, only one team can win. Only one team can win for sure.
Yep. All right.
I feel it.
That point proved nothing.
I just got outs after all the years. No, it do though, bro. I have a superstar that still wants to currently be here, bro. You're not gonna tell me that I'm not gonna do something to make sure he's happy or make sure that he has actual competent basketball players on the floor.
I hope you happy with Jimmy Butler.
It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense that it's like
if you think Jimmy Butler gonna get us a title, then
bro. All right. Every move is not directly correlated to an NBA championship, bro.
What you think Steph won?
I get what you're saying, but nigga, if you telling me you're gonna trade me to fucking Charlotte, first of all, or if you telling me that you can't get me nobody, neither one of those things are things that I want. So you talking about what you think Steph want? You're not giving me either one of the things that I want. So it don't matter.
I can trade you to Bron. I can
trade
you to Giannis.
I don't want to go to LA.
To anybody. I can trade you to Denver.
No, you can't. You can't trade me anywhere.
Bro, I just got Jimmy Butler.
Right. It helps.
35 is the best I can come up with.
It doesn't matter, nigga. You keep talking about 35. The best players in the NBA are 33 and older for the most part. Like, what are we talking about?
We're not winning with him.
Okay. and
You know that,
and
Judah.
Milwaukee's not winning with Dame and Giannis.
And you're right. And I'll
Nigga,
come to that
that
conclusion.
don't mean you don't take a swing at it, nigga. Like you, that's what I'm
You're right.
saying. You sitting here saying that like you're not supposed to try and make the
You're right.
situation better.
You're right. I didn't make it better though. I didn't. I
Okay.
did not make this better.
I guess we'll find out, huh?
Yes, we will. Just like you know what? We will. Yes, we will. At the end of the season, we will find out if all of these moves were the greatest moves for these teams. You're right.
Like I'm just saying, let's figure that part out.
You're right. And the Bucks, you need to get Marcus Smart
We was in
immediately.
11th. I don't know.
Huh?
Saying they're in 11th. Like I
Who?
think the Warriors. So I think even if they make the play in, nigga, my situation got better. We make the playoffs, my situation got a lot better because without this nigga, we probably wasn't going to.
It probably okay. We ain't gonna do shit. So us losing was the best option. At least we could have probably
What the fuck we was gonna do?
finessed our way into some picks. I don't know.
No, we couldn't. What was we gonna do?
Not Jimmy fucking Butler. He's 35.
What's your suggestion? You keep saying that.
I
You
told
keep
you
saying
my
that.
suggestion already.
Hold on.
I can't do nothing for you unless you're willing to wait this offseason. I can't do nothing for you right now. But I'm not going to trade Andrew Wiggins for Jimmy. At least keep Andrew Wiggins and fleece the Miami Heat because he wanted out. And brother, you gonna let him walk for free? You ain't gonna let him walk for free. And time is dwindling right now.
I'm looking at all the All-Stars because you keep saying Jimmy Butler 35. I want you to know that most of these niggas is 31, 30, 31 and older.
Bro, Giannis better come here, bro.
It's just what I'm saying.
In order for this to work, they have to have another superstar for this to work. If they don't get another superstar, it's not going to work.
Yes.
And time is dwindling. He's 34 and he's 35. The reason I'm putting the age together is because I have 2 years left on my contract. You just signed a 2-year contract extension, and we're 34 and 35. And the team, the league is literally, the teams are getting younger and they're winning younger. Now they want this now. They ain't waiting for next year. They're not waiting for 2 years. They here now.
Who necessarily winning younger? Like winning
Boston Celtics.
Yeah. Do you not know they two best players are young, but they've been in the NBA for like 7 and 8 years, right?
But they're
it's not. They are young. You are 100%.
And then the OKCs and the Clevelands and the Knicks.
They have.
Are following right behind.
OKCs ain't made a finals. Cleveland ain't made a finals. They ain't got past the second round.
But I'm saying
the Knicks didn't get past the second round.
They're here now.
They in the same spot as us. And you talking about like they in the same spot as us, but they're younger and supposedly better. Like, come on, bro.
Who's in the same spot as us? Who?
Bro, you talking about Cleveland?
Warriors,
you talking about?
You just said they're 11th. They're not in the same spot as us.
Obviously, nigga. Obviously, if we was referring to the playoffs, if we was talking about, you said winning, and I'm saying winning what, and you're saying championships because you're saying Jimmy Butler and Steph aren't going to win championships. So I correlated all of these winnings that you're talking about to winning championships. Cleveland went to 7 with Orlando.
The Celtics' 2 best players are a young core. They won a championship last year. The 2 best teams in the league are young.
Their 2 best players are young. They were surrounded by vets, and their 2 best players are also 7 and 8 year vets them damn selves. It's not like
they've been here. They've been here 4 years and win a championship.
Bro, it's possible. You saying it like it's not possible?
Without another superstar, it's not possible. They're not going to win a championship. They're not going to come. They're not going to come out of the. They're not going to come out of the West. If they don't get another superstar.
2022 was Clay a superstar?
Huh?
In 2022 was Clay a superstar?
No.
Is Jordan Poole a superstar?
No.
Who was the superstar on the Warriors 2022 team? But I thought they needed 2 to make it work.
He was 32 years old.
Fuck did that? All right, bro. All right.
What do you mean? What does that mean? I have a
what does that matter?
I have a legit 6 man who's playing like Lou Williams and Jamal Crawford coming off the bench, and I have another Hall of Famer who has a little bit left in the tank and I am 32 years old. This is not 2 years ago. This
Nigga
is
said,
this is
nigga said to
today.
me it don't
This ain't
work.
2
Nigga
years
said to
ago.
me it don't work without the second superstar. I asked you who
Wait,
was the second superstar on
hold on.
that team. You
I'm
said
sorry.
there
I'm sorry.
was no second superstar
I'm
on
sorry.
that team. And then
This
you said
isn't
it
3
only
years
worked
ago.
because he was 30. You said it only worked because he was 32. It's actually 2 basketball seasons ago. This one has not concluded.
They're not going. Okay, so so I'm going to put this in plainer situations, right? I have an aging Draymond Green. I have an aging Jimmy Butler,
Hmm?
and I have an aging Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry
Hmm?
has probably played this worst basketball he's had in the past 10 years, numbers and statistic wise. I just got Jimmy Butler,
Maybe.
who just came out of a bad situation, who's never won anything. I have him as my running mate now. And we're both on our last leg. Teams are
Hmm?
getting younger, and a young team just won. You think Jimmy Butler is going to help Stephen Curry get over any hump in the next 2 years without another superstar? Do you possibly think that's true with the West?
Sorry, I'm trying to do some research.
That nobody in the chat thinks that's possible.
34.
That's not possible unless they get another star. So now, if Dunleavy gets somebody else to pair with them, yes, then I believe in them. But not right now. No, I don't believe.
I'm trying to see like the damn. Let me see average. I could just do it that way. Average NBA team age, because you keep referencing the Celtics as a young team, and I'm trying to tell you that's not the case just because their best 2 players were that young. Drew Holiday's 34. Derek White's 30. Al Horford's 38.
Okay, you know what?
You,
Let's just leave that alone. Let's talk about Jimmy Butler and Steph's age. Let's talk about them two's age as your superstars right now. This isn't 3 or 4 or 5 years ago where this probably would have worked. This is on their last. I'm on my way out exit tour. I want to win now, and Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry now, as together being your best 2 players, aren't going to win you a championship.
Yes. Okay. You say so.
This is crazy. You
not necessarily,
you
bro.
genuinely think they can?
Yeah. I don't put it past them. When I think about it in this sense. I've seen Steph Curry do what Steph Curry does, and niggas like that, it don't matter how old they get. We literally watch the same old niggas all the time out here cooking and impacting the game in certain ways. The same big 3 you want to talk about, Steph, KD, LeBron. Steph is it's obviously in that big 3. He still impacts winning in a certain way. I've seen Jimmy Butler carry teams to the finals. Bad teams to the finals by himself as the only player over there. Now, whether that's with strictly, purely hustle and not talent, whatever it is, I've seen it done. So I'm not going to sit here and say, and then that's why I referenced 2022, where it was like, yeah, nobody thinks the Warriors are going to fucking win the championship. They shouldn't even have been here. But nope, they got there. They made it through the West, and they won. So it's like, I'm not going to put that past them at all. And they haven't played with Kuminga yet. Who say Kuminga can't have the same 20 points a night that Jordan Poole was having? Because it's obvious. I've seen him do that too.
Okay.
And he probably averaged close to that now.
Well, my co-host is not going to put it past you guys. I am. I'm putting it past y'all.
I feel it.
I'm putting it way past.
I feel it. I mean, it's easy. It's easy to pick the field, or it's easy to pick the field over them. But true basketball, bro. If they get in, they got just as a shot as anybody else. Especially with having Steph Curry on their team, you can't.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
If they match up with OKC, they're through. They match up with the Nuggets, they're through. Who is in the West? The best bet is us. Shit. Best bet beating us is beating anybody in the playoffs is us. It's us. Let me see the West standings right now. Before we get off, I would like to see the West standings. Okay, the Thunder is number 1. Grizzlies are number 2. The Nuggets, the Rockets. They could beat the Rockets. The Clippers.
I think they could beat the Grizzlies too.
I don't think so. I don't think they have enough. Clippers. They could beat the Clippers. Timberwolves. They could beat the Timberwolves. They can beat the Mavericks if they're healthy. And then who's ever in front of them is in the play-in will be the Suns and the Kings. They can beat the Kings. They can beat the Suns too.
So the majority
I don't see them make it to the championship.
They can definitely beat, especially in a 7-game series.
I just don't think they can. Maybe in the first round. I don't see them getting past the second round, bro. If they get past the first round, I don't see. If they get to the playoffs, if they get to the first round, I don't see them getting that past the second round.
And that's what just kind of goes back into my statement of the Clevelands, all the teams you named, the Cleveland, the OKC, and whatever.
Why does Jared Vanderbilt shooting threes, bro? What are we doing?
I don't know. But back to the Clevelands, who else you say? Cleveland, the Thunder, and whoever else you name, bro. They all second round. And the Knicks, they was all second round exits, bro. It was all clean cut, cooked after the first round.
Last year?
Yeah.
Bro, they made significant changes from last year.
I'm just saying. So
this ain't last year.
It's kind of similar in the same position, bro.
They just got Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges. Right. They just got DeAndre Hunter. And they were playing phenomenal They got a new coach, new system, and playing phenomenal basketball.
Bro, you are 100% right. That means
this is a new year, Judah.
That means nothing when we tip off for them 7-game series. It means absolutely nothing. Like, we watch it every year. Like, the way you discounted it is just crazy to me because we see it every year. We literally watch it happen every year. You would have thought Cleveland down there with a 4-1 to Magic last year. That shit went to 7. You would have thought so. Would you not have thought the Knicks would have beat the Pacers last year? They did not. Pacers made the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, I'm just saying, bro. I've seen
the Hawks make the Eastern Conference Finals, so I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not saying anything can't happen. I just don't see them. I just don't see the year that Thunder had last year going into this year with the growth, the new additions that they made. I don't see out of all the teams there in the West, I don't see the Warriors knocking them out.
What I'm saying is, what I'm just trying to say is, I think we all get caught up in this. What I'm trying to say is, ain't nothing linear in sports. It doesn't just get better because it's a new year and it's supposed to get better. It doesn't just get better because we have new people here and they're supposed to be better. You still got to play these basketball games. You still got to play these games in general, regardless of what sport we're talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's cool. It's cool for you to have the best record in the league throughout 82 games, but nigga, we got to play 16 more. Like, we got to win 16 more, nigga. That's the goal here.
Yeah, nah.
The Warriors were 73-9, nigga, and the goal was not accomplished. Like, I don't.
If you think if I'm going to say this one more time, if you think that an aging 34-year-old Stephen Curry and an aging 35 Jimmy Butler as your two best players are going to get you to the Western Conference Finals, and I get Judah. I promise you on everything.
Matchups. It's about matchups, bro.
That is true.
It's all the playoffs is. It's literally.
If they get to the Western, if the Warriors get to the Western Conference Finals, I will apologize, and I will tell you I didn't know what I was talking about at all. I don't see that happening though.
It's cool. I'm just saying,
just like we both know that anything can happen with a run. We both know when we see bullshit, And then that front office with Warriors signing Jimmy Butler was bullshit. It was. That was a desperate signing.
Disagree. Agreed. Time to get
That
desperate.
was a
I agree.
desperate signing.
It's time to get desperate.
That's not how the Warriors do things.
Huh?
They don't do desperate. They don't desperate. Since Steph has been there, they don't do desperate signings. They don't
It
do
wasn't
that.
desperate. I don't think it was desperate to their detriment. I really don't. I really don't. What was necessarily desperate about it?
You just gave up a two-way. You just gave up a younger two-way
That
for an
does
older two-way
that does the
who
same.
can't shoot. At least one can shoot a tad.
Okay, we talking about production, nigga. Fuck what you like and what you feel. We talking about production, nigga.
Give me 2 seconds. You're right.
You finna go look up their numbers? I damn near identical.
Let me see.
Unless you thought Andrew Wiggins was out here averaging 25 points a night.
No, definitely.
Andrew Wiggins since
my superstar,
finals.
my star that I paid this 2-year extension to that I traded for to run with Steph.
Well, he was gonna
now granted he's missed a couple of games due to the fact of his own affliction.
A couple is crazy.
He's missed a lot of games due to his
a
own
lot
affliction.
of games. Right.
He's averaging 17.3, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Not Andrew Wiggins. That my star. My star is averaging that. Okay. Now, Andrew Wiggins, who I don't pay to be a star, who we told specifically
you gave him $100 million, bro. You gave him $100 million. I don't want to hear that shit. You gave him $100 million.
We don't use you as a star.
But it doesn't matter. You gave him $100 million. I don't want you bringing up Jimmy Butler's contract like we didn't pay Andrew Wiggins as well.
No, you have the all-stars. You have the accolades. We got you here to pair with Steph. We got you here specifically to pair with Steph. We got Andrew Wiggins to plug in. We got you to pair with Steph. We got him to plug in.
I don't pay a plug in $100 million.
We expect more out of you than we would of him. Put it that way.
Absolutely.
This is what we're expecting, and we average the same amount.
You've also played all year, and I haven't.
You're right. So you know what? You know what? Just like the Julius Randle conversation that we're going to put a pin in this one as well. The Julius Randle conversation that we had, we're going to revisit that at the start of the playoffs when all of this is said and done. And then the same situation here with Steph and Jimmy, we're going to also revisit this during the playoffs as well. Because you're telling me that he got to play all this season, so now Jimmy's incorporated and he's playing. So he should be in playoff form when the playoffs come around if they make it.
Yeah.
Am I correct? Or
absolutely.
Okay. So
that's when you should see the best version of him, yes.
That's when I should, and you're right. That's when I should see the
best version. And this is the normal Jimmy. I didn't play all year. I'm fresh come that time. Yep. It should be for sure.
You're gonna see Jimmy.
Yeah. But
and for the audience, I can't wait till we revisit this situation again. I love revisiting because if I'm wrong, I'm the first one to say that I was definitely wrong about that situation. If this comes out and works out and Jimmy gets to the championship, like how he wielded the Heat to the championship those 2 years, then I was wrong. And if the West let that happen, y'all ain't shit.
I guess. We figured out of here, peoples.
Y'all tune into Luka. You tune into
Luka. Y'all go watch Luka and shit. I'm probably gonna do the same.
He's such a hater, bro. He's such hating.
What?
Hating.
What? Why? Because I don't got my head up his ass.
I need more hype spunk.
No, nigga, it's late. Fuck Luka and the Lakers, nigga. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Lakers, nigga. I don't. I actually don't talk about the Nets next pod.
We're gonna take a deep dive into the Nets next pod.
You're gonna see a lot of good things for the direction we want to head. To be honest, If you're being completely honest, shit, it's a lot of good
I ain't
things
get
going on,
apparently not. Y'all ain't giving rid of Cam Johnson yet.
right? They've been told him that though. We'll get rid of you when we feel the time is necessary.
Okay. All right.
It is what it is. Shit, he's cool with being there. They have an understanding.
Sound like you want to be a Laker though. Not here.
Yeah, seems like all y'all trades don't work. Just
I'm actually kind of happy we didn't get Mark Williams. Everybody, I feel like we were jumping the gun on it. Everybody wanted to tell me because you and JC put the. I didn't understand he was going on a hot streak and stuff like that, but
nah. JC put that in there, but that had nothing to do with his hat streak. It's just literally just when he plays. When he plays 20 minutes and above, he is like a 15 to 20 and 12 type of guy for sure.
And maybe I didn't pay attention to him like that, and it could be true. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a expert on Mark Williams because I'm not. I'm not an expert on Hornets basketball. But because I don't watch Hornets basketball, I only look at LaMelo's numbers. But I felt like we were jumping the gun on it though, so I kind of glad we didn't trade him.
I don't think he was jumping the gun. I think if he was actually healthy, it would have been a good move. If he was actually healthy, now I don't know whether or not he was going to stay healthy. That you never really know on that part.
I understand the reasoning behind it and the direction. Is just I just didn't like it though.
23-year-old lob threat. Like I can see it. Makes damn near perfect sense to me. But I mean, you can get somebody obviously a little more healthy.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
A little bit more versatile too.
I don't know if you get both. I don't know how many lob threats you get with versatility, as far as bigs go. So like,
shit, you can give me. It's crazy because all the versatile bigs play for the fucking Mavs.
Yeah, for the most part, and I mean they really just lob threats. I mean, Lively can hit a jumper, but I don't think he's comfortable enough like that in his game. Most of the lob threats is just that, bro. It's strictly just that. I'm here to block shots and I'm here to catch oops. I'm here to use my athleticism, pretty much. Like, so I don't really think. I think he was about as good as it was gonna get for right now. At least the people that's been willing to be moved. But
yeah. But I'm excited, dude, and shit. Hopefully, when we come back tomorrow, or during this week, we can talk about the mock draft that came out.
From who?
Oh, mock. Teams is doing a little mock draft and stuff like that.
No,
Report put out one.
Okay.
ESPN put out one.
Yeah, I don't. The more and more I start to get engaged or get in depth into this field itself, I realize a lot of this shit just be like clickbait. A lot of it just be blah blah blah. I got a job to do. I got a quota to meet. Somebody said something that sounded rumor-ish. Let me go ahead and expound upon it. It's like because Bleacher Reports.
They're saying that we might not even draft a QB. So I'm curious to see what we're thinking.
That's what I mean. Like, why would y'all not do that?
Honestly,
you're gonna continue waiting. I mean, if you're gonna pay somebody, that would be the only option. But it's like
if the two, I wouldn't be honestly speaking with you. I'm dead ass serious. Like, if we don't get Cam or Shadur, I'm cool. Like, I don't want a quarterback. I'm straight. I don't want anybody out there. Do not draft Jalen Milroe. I am okay. I am.
Well, I don't think nobody's gonna take that stretch in the first round. But y'all probably still get a quarterback. But that's what I said. What are y'all gonna do? Pay a bridge, and then who's gonna be the bridge? And then it's just I don't know. We'll get into that.
Pay Jameis for the low. Get his ass over here. Pay A-Rod for the low. I don't give a fuck. Pay somebody who's capable of at least making it an okay season for us.
I say A-Rod might be the thing. I don't know how Brady feel. I don't know how Brady feel about A-Rod, but that might be the thing.
Shit, I don't know how A-Rod would feel about Brady. Brady would probably be okay with it. Shit, nigga, I'm the boss here. And like, I'm playing for you, and he playing for me. So it's like, and A-Rod an asshole, nigga. I think Tom would be okay with it. A-Rod the one with the ego.
I feel
we didn't even touch on that. They said through with him, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
We'll get into that tomorrow. Well, I really want to touch on too much football today. Fuck the Eagles.
It's Luka night.
Sure. Guess nigga, I'll probably be asleep before that game's over. So, you know,
Yeah,
it
we
is what
whooping
it
the
is.
Jazz ass right now. Ain't
That's
much to watch.
figured as much. That's why he came back tonight. It's the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
all right, people. We appreciate y'all. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying?
But before we
Last
get out
nigga
of
said it's
here, the one
not. I didn't even let him get his sentence off. I knew what he was gonna do. I didn't
yes,
even.
sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all see
It's
that?
just.
You see how we in sync like that? That's how it get. You know what I mean?
I didn't even let him get his sentence off, ladies and gentlemen. So you probably heard none of that. You just heard a bell dinging. That's all you need to hear, though. Go somewhere. I don't even know where it would be, but it's under the video and it says like subscribe, and then you just press it. That's all that really matters. And then there's a button next to it that looks like a bell, and you just press that too. So anytime we're on here, you know. But we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Around the same time,
Yes, sir.
10 o'clock, something like that. Y'all be great. Y'all be